influence and persuasion by studying advertising. Often what not to do. Oh, yeah! There is a principle utilized by some particularly effective advertising and marketing that is underutilized by leaders and professionals who are trying to influence in their organization. So let's get in. Hey, whoa. Hey, what are you doing? Don't just go to the intro. I hadn't even finished my set. We're about to answer two questions. What is this influence principle and how do you apply it? A number of years ago, I was in the market for a watch. As a speaker, trainer, facilitator of groups of people, it's pretty important I can keep track of time. But at that point, I would just go over to my phone and just check the time on the phone. It wasn't that efficient, and also probably wasn't the best message to be sending participants. Looks like I'm checking messages. And being in the market for a watch, this is the first time in my life I ever noticed advertising for watches. And something struck me. Well, you can take a look. What I noticed was they were all the same, like shockingly so. Pretty obvious, right? Every single one had the same format, a close-up of a luxurious looking watch and a celebrity endorsement. It's rather remarkable that the most irrelevant feature is that it tells time accurately. The clock on our phones is obviously more accurate, but the clock on your 15-year-old microwave is probably more accurate. So clearly makers of watches are selling something other than the fact the watch tells time. These ads are selling prestige, not the movie Prestige. If you buy this, you will look good. What do you pay for this privilege? Well, for a tag, it's like somewhere between $2,000 and $6,000 Australian. When I first saw these prices, I thought, oh my God, like, do I really care what watch George Clooney wears? By my calculations, there was no way that the good craftsmanship that they promoted could justify $6,000 worth. This was my thinking at the time. And then something changed. I was exiting a plane. It was 10 p.m. at night at Sydney Airport. And in the terminal, there was a billboard for a watch. Now, at this point, I'd seen so many watch ads. I was about to ignore it, but this one made me stop. I absolutely just stopped in my tracks. There was no celebrity. It was simply a picture of a father and a son. They were in maybe like a home office, and the tagline was, "You never actually own a Patek Philippe. You are merely looking after it for the next generation." And something about that ad, it hit me there. I was just like, whoa. And I didn't even have kids at the time. And this ad stuck with me, including the brand name, which I had never heard before. And about 11 p.m. that night, I was at home, I pulled out the laptop, I'm sitting on the couch, and I Googled Patek Philippe. They were clearly also selling something more than just telling the time. And they were also selling something more than prestige, than looking good. They were selling feeling good. They were selling a feeling. It was strange because I didn't have kids at the time, but I could feel what feeling they were selling. It was sort of like a feeling of deeper connection, of legacy, a sort of anticipatory nostalgia.
A deeper bond with the product. Nostalgia.
If that makes any sense. At that point, I knew what prestige costs. It costs between $2,000 and $6,000. And what do feelings cost? Well, the base model of a Patek Philippe cost $50,000. I was undeterred. So I bought this watch for $150 because, of course, $50,000 is ridiculous. I've got a whole range of these ones. Movement. They're beautiful watches. Seriously. It's so ridiculous. It is actually ridiculous. So yeah, obviously I didn't buy the Patek Philippe, but the lesson stayed with me. People buy feelings, and feelings are very, very persuasive. So how do we apply this? When we try to influence and persuade in the workplace, smart people often build a business case for their idea or their proposal. What will it cost? Will it save money? Will it make money? Will it save time? These are all important factors. But we often forget to ask the additional question, what feelings are we selling? Or better, what feelings does the other person want to buy? Advertising companies know to ask this question. A Red Bull customer wants to buy certain feelings. You can guess what they are just by looking at their advertising and marketing.
gives you wings.
They are different to the feelings a retiree is buying when they're trying to decide where to store their money, or the feelings a parent is buying when they choose the family car. Next time you want to influence someone, don't forget to ask, what feelings does the other person want to buy? If you know your audience well enough, you'll be able to formulate a compelling answer to this question, and you'll be able to tailor your message accordingly. Good luck. See you in the next one.